After a full week of using the Time4Learning program, I'm gonna give you my full, true, honest review. Things we liked, things we didn't like. I'm gonna flip the camera around. I'm gonna show you some things on my parent dashboard to kind of help you visualize this, but just know overall, loved it. Like, loved it so much to the point where I am so tempted to make the switch. And I feel guilty saying that because it was just so nice having the kids wake up in the morning, hop on the computer, get your work done. But then there was that sense of guilt. I want to be teaching them while they're still young. You know what I mean? So we're not making the full-time switch. We're still moving right now, and that's why we're using it, just kind of fill in the time while we're going through this big move. But let me break down all the things that I liked and didn't like. Let's start with the one thing that I did not like. Did not like so much to the point of this could be the make or break it for this program for me. And that is the reporting system. So, and I am going to compare this to Mia Academy too, because everybody keeps asking me about the difference between Time4Learning and Mia Academy. With the reporting for Time4Learning, for example, my daughter will hop on. I'm going to show you here on my computer. She hops on, she does her lesson, she does the questions, the quiz, whatever it was for that day. But then on my parent dashboard, let me show you what I see. This is what I see. Nothing, literally nothing. No activities recorded. It looks like she did nothing. So I'm looking at her what's going on here? Did you finish? Did you not? You told me you finished. What's going on? It's not loading. I'm thinking that maybe there's a discrepancy, but come to find out, this is just the way the program is. It does not update their reports on your parent dashboard for 24 hours. That really, really bothers me. Okay, now I'm going to show you the Mia Academy. Here's Mia Academy parent dashboard. When I log in, it shows me all of her courses for the day, what she's going to be doing. And then when I go to reports, it updates in real time. She finishes an activity and it shows me right away. So if she doesn't do well on something, I can nip it right away and have her redo that level. Another thing that I don't like about Time4Learning, kind of along those same lines, is that when my daughter logs in, I'll show you here, clicks up here to my plan, and then here are all of the courses that she's supposed to take today. So she can open the activity and you can see it breaks it down by subject. Here's her math, here's her science. But again, once she starts the activity and she finishes it, when she goes back into the student dashboard, it doesn't automatically say complete. Sometimes it'll have a gray check mark. Sometimes it'll have a green check mark. We're not sure, do you need to go back and finish something in order to get the green check mark? And again, what I've learned is that in order to get your finished green check mark, sometimes it will take a full 24 hours. That is crazy to me. One thing I do like though on her student dashboard, she can check her own progress, right? So she can actually go in and see her own grades. It's almost easier to just go through the student dashboard. And then the last thing that I have a problem with Time4Learning, now we're in the second grade level here, so this could change, but when you go through the subjects and you're assigning the subjects, there's language arts, there's vocabulary, spelling, all that's included, but there's not actual reading where they're reading literature. Now, in their defense, within the language arts, they are reading stories and answering questions about those stories. So they are incorporating comprehension, but I just like that literature piece of maybe log off the computer and go into an actual physical book, which they can do that on their own time, but it's not part of the program. Time4Learning does have printables, resources that you can print out for specific lessons, but there's no big long reading passages or anything that you print out. So far, everything just looks like math worksheets and vocabulary worksheets. Now let me tell you all the things that I love about it. Again, I'm gonna flip my phone around, my camera around so you can see what I'm talking about here. So the actual lessons themselves are legit. I really like the actual lessons. Okay, everybody was asking me if the questions get read aloud.
All right, go ahead and pick the sentence in which you would play. All right, go ahead and pick the sentence.
The answer choices do not get read aloud, and I don't see an option for that unless it's in the parent dashboard settings. So what I'm trying to get at here is that the actual lessons themselves are really engaging and they're funny. Me and my daughter were both laughing the little guy's old New York accent, and they're funny. They have a good sense of humor. One issue I could see happening though is you hear his accent when he asks the question, right? Pick the sentence in which you if you have a kid that has any kind of auditory processing or English language learners, that accent, and all the characters have different accents, but that might become a problem. You know what I mean? But we loved it. We thought it was hilarious. So, and the teaching is solid. Even the math lessons, I felt like it was really good, solid teaching. Mia Academy, similar situation where you watch a video and you answer questions. I didn't get that same like quality teaching vibe that I get here with Time for Learning. And now I'm going to show you something else. Okay, so I want to show you what happens when she gets something wrong. So again, this is a quiz, but I'm going to have her get it wrong on purpose. It makes the sound and immediately, look, they can replay the lesson. No. And then it does give them the option to fix their answer. But watch what happens if she gets it wrong again.
That was not the best pick.
Okay, still not getting it right. Continue. It's going to reteach it, okay? I love that her getting it wrong a couple times automatically prompts it to go back and explain and reteach. Mia Academy does give a little pop-up of like, oh, you got it wrong, but it doesn't like give you a new video or try to reteach it in any way. So this, I really, really appreciated it. It just makes me trust being able to just throw them on the computer and have them do their work and know that they're not just clicking through a lesson, you know? And I like that it makes that sound, that doot-doot. So if I'm in the background washing dishes or whatever and I hear that, I'm like, whoa, 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 what's going on here? You know what I'm saying? So loving everything about it except like that parent dashboard and reporting side of things really needs some work, and they don't have an accredited option. Time for Learning, as popular as they are, they've been around forever, there's no accredited option, which is why Acellus Academy, Power Homeschool is like really popular for some homeschooling families. I'm hoping they get an accredited option because this is something I definitely would transition to in like the middle school and high school years.